We have 11 amazing restaurants featuring a wide variety for every price range and appetite. South Point's Garden Buffet has something for everyone at unbeatable prices. Or, if hunger strikes in the middle of the night, join us at Coronado Cafe. The American menu offers breakfast, lunch, or dinner 24 hours a day, plus a Chinese kitchen for authentic Chinese dishes from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. From steak and eggs to wonton soup, it's fast and friendly service 24/7. When you need a quick pick-me-up, you can find it at our state-of-the-art Starbucks just inside the main South Point entrance. Order ahead with the Starbucks app for easy mobile order pickups. Or enjoy your favorites in the relaxing dining area anytime, day or night. If you love Mexican food, Baja Miguel's has all of your south-of-the-border favorites. There are dozens of classics to choose from, like fajitas, ceviche, chimichangas, tacos, and more. And for spirit lovers, Baja's colorful non-smoking tequila bar is right outside.
Hi, I'm Kurt Angle. I represented the United States in the Olympics in 1996 and won a gold medal. Then I parlayed that into a pro wrestling career. I saw a commercial a few years ago.
Tunnel to Towers Foundation made a promise.
The Tunnel to Towers Foundation is paying off the mortgages for Gold Star families with young children. I thought, this is really cool. I want to be a part of it. My dad served in the Army for 30 years. We didn't have a lot of money, but he made sure we had what we needed. He set a great example for all of us. He died in a construction accident my freshman year in high school. When he died, we didn't have any income coming in, and we ended up being forced to move out of our house. I was devastated. So I understand what these families are going through, and to have an organization like Tunnel to Towers come in and pick you up and carry you and give you a home to live in, I think that's just amazing. I'd like to ask you to donate $11 a month to support these efforts by going to t2t.org or calling 1-844-BRAVEST.
The following is a Race Day Las Vegas presentation in association with Siraco Productions Limited on the Race Day Las Vegas Radio Network.
Live from the gaming capital of the world, time for Race Day Las Vegas, covering the sport of kings with a Las Vegas perspective. Now to the race desk with your host, Ralph Siraco.
From the backstretch to the turf club, at the racebooks and on the internet, to all horse players around the world, a good morning. Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Race Day Las Vegas radio program. We come to you live and direct from the gaming capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, right here at our studios at the South Point Hotel Casino Complex on Las Vegas Boulevard in Las Vegas, your gaming capital. And, of course, the YouTube streaming network, the South Point streaming network at YouTube. We welcome you to the show, as well as everybody listening on our local radio station, Sports Talk, 1400 AM, 107.1 FM. We welcome you to this Saturday show. It is chilly outside here in Las Vegas, 43 degrees right now. We're going to get up to 68. That's going to be our topper. But, you know, looking at the temperatures around the country, it's just plain cold in a lot of places, and it's going to get a lot colder in some places as the weekend moves through. For example, today in New York, it's 40 degrees. Going to just get up to 40 degrees today in New York, and a possibility of some rain there. Miami is beautiful, though, 75 degrees down there for Gulfstream Park today. Tampa Bay has 74, so they'll be okay as well. But the big racing today is obviously at the fairgrounds in New Orleans, where right now track is fast, turf is firm. Temperature, they say, is going to top out at around 57 degrees. It'll be a little brisk, but at 57 degrees and fast and firm for the conditions there at the fairgrounds in New Orleans. And in Southern California for the Cal Cup day of racing there, another beautiful day of racing. at Santa Anita in Southern California is going to be 83 degrees in Southern California. Los Angeles, 83. And yes, it is a lot hotter than Brownsville, Texas today. How about that? Brownsville's only going to get to 66, so they're getting some weather down there finally. In any case, in the Southwest, temperatures are a little bit warmer than usual at this time of year. In the Northeast, a lot colder, and in the middle of the country, it's just plain cold. I mean, really, really cold. Minneapolis, 12 degrees. Woof, man, that's cold. Anyhow, that is the weather around the country today. So it looks like we're going to have good racing conditions for most of the tracks around the country. Handicappers did great yesterday on the Race Day show. Want to give a high five to Jonathan Hardoon. He only gave out 3 picks yesterday, and he hit the hat trick. Won all 3 of those races. And remember when Jerry J came on the show, we were talking at Santa Anita. He liked a horse, but he said he also liked a long shot in the race that he liked as much as that horse. And if that horse went out as a price, make sure you bet the horse to win and use him on top. Well, that's exactly what happened at Santa Anita. And the horse that he liked that would be a long shot in the race, and he said if it's got any price at all, put him on top. Well, he was a price. That horse came in and paid $40 to win. He hit the exacta and the trifecta as well. So our handicappers did well yesterday. We got to keep the mojo going, though, today, don't we? For all those great races. 6 big stakes races at the fairgrounds, 5 Cal Cup stakes races at Santa Anita. And it's looks like it's going to be a good day of racing out there and competition. Don't forget the NFL is now starting into their next round of playoffs. We had 2 big NFL games today as well. Rich Eng will be along with us to give us a thought or two about that. So we have Jonathan Hardoon back. Yes, Rich Eng, of course. John Linda will be with us, and Jerry Jackowitz will also be with us again. So taking a look at what's going on around the country. Belmont Park. They're rebuilding Belmont Park from scratch. You know, everything they're rebuilding there. Well, I saw a note about Belmont and what they're doing with the construction there. They're building 15 efficiency apartments on property at Belmont Park. These efficiency apartments will be used for the assistant trainers of horses who ship in from other trainers. In other words, Brad Cox wants to ship in a horse. His assistant trainer who will take care of the horses at Belmont Park will have an apartment on the grounds at Belmont Park to work from. I thought that was a great idea. As a matter of fact, I think they ought to put high-rise apartments around most of these racetracks because I know that a lot of people would buy them. That's for sure. But anyhow, good thought there at Belmont Park. Another good thought that I thought was great too. As you know, Turf Paradise in Phoenix, Arizona was bought by a gentleman who likes to play races as well. And they got that thought in mind for the player. And so what they're going to do at Turf Paradise during the weekdays, during their weekday cards, when you go to the racetrack and pay your admission, whether you pay the admission to get into the grandstand or the clubhouse, they're going to take all of the money that is paid through the admissions on that day. And when you go in and you pay the admission, you get a little ticket. Okay, you get a ticket. It's like a raffle ticket. And they're going to do a drawing each day. And the winner of that ticket, the winner of the ticket, gets the entire admissions money for the day. They're not going to take anything out. They're going to take all that admission money that people pay is going, and you're going to get a shot at getting all that admissions money back. Now, it could be anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000. Who knows? But what a great idea. Give the players a chance when they enter the racetrack to get their admission money back, etc. That was pretty good, too. Ted Naffey. We were talking about him yesterday with Jonathan Hardoon when they opened up Pool 3 of the Kentucky Derby Parimutuel Future Book. Ted Naffey hadn't worked out. Well, he worked out yesterday. He worked out on the day when they opened up the Parimutuel. Or as a matter of fact, it could have either been Thursday or yesterday. But anyhow, he got his first work in, okay? Had his first workout. And now they say he's going to target the Fountain of Youth, which is part of the Florida Derby Series at Gulfstream Park. The Fountain of Youth will run on the 28th of February. So he makes his Ted Nafi, he certain to be an Eclipse Award winner come Thursday, and the winner of the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, and the top prospect for the 3-year-olds in the Kentucky Derby. He's going to go in the Fountain of Youth, making his 3-year-old debut there in the Fountain of Youth. And taking a look real quick at the Kentucky Derby Future Book after the first day. Remember, this is pari-mutuel now. But Ted Nafi is the individual favorite. From a morning line of 5-1, he's now 7-1. All others, got to tell you, all others is now 9-1. I'm sorry, I'll take that back. Ted Nafi is 5-1 from the 6-1 morning line. I read that wrong. He is 5-1 from a 6-1 morning line. Ted Nafi is the individual favorite. All others, which means every other horse that's not individually in the pari-mutuel pool today, all others will be represented. That morning line was 4-1. It's now 9-1. Okay, and then you have some other horses, some possibly running today in the Lecomte at the fairgrounds. But that right now, that's it's the way it looks. But it's been early. It's not a lot of money left put in there yesterday, but believe me, it'll get in there today. So that's the way it looks as far as the Kentucky Derby Future Book. You can play it through the pari-mutuel, but remember, you don't get your price locked in until the pool is closed on tomorrow at 3 o'clock. All righty. Just a couple of little brief bits of news that we had from yesterday. I thought that I like the fact that the racetracks like Turf Paradise is doing that special promotion, and Belmont Park, of course, is accommodating horses and trainers who come in from out of town. I think they're starting to use their noggin a little and kind of widening the scope to try to make horse racing rejuvenated in different ways. Taking a look at what happened yesterday, Aqueduct in New York, obviously. Flavien Prat and Linda Rice got going in the first race at Aqueduct. They won together, paying $2.70 as the favorite. Second race, Sassy Princess, which was the first of the winning picks from Jonathan Hardoon. That horse reported home for Manny Franco and I.K. Cantamarci. That winner paid $7.42. And then later on, Linda Rice got her second win of the day with Kendrick Carmouche in the fourth race at $6.56. Linda Rice's second winner there in the fourth. Then in the sixth race, Flavien Prat and Linda Rice got together again for their second win together. Pratt's second win overall, Linda Rice's third win overall. Sixth race paid $6.66. And then in the eighth and final race, Manny Franco got his second win of the day, along with I.K. Cantamarci. They together won two races together. That last race winner paid $3.72. Pick six paid a buck and change over $400. Really a lot of favorites there yesterday at Aqueduct. Gulfstream Park, Javi Castellano and Marty Drexler got together to win the first race, paying $27 even. Trainer Carlos David, who's been going hot right now at Gulfstream, he got his first win of the day with Luis Saez in the third race, paying $5 even. Safi Joseph Jr. and Tyler Gaffleone won the fourth race at $3 even. And Junior Alvarado and Bill Mott, they got their winner yesterday together, paying $9.80 in the fifth race. Now, first race winner paid $27. Second race, $5.20. Third race, $5 even. Fourth race, $3 even. And the fifth race, $9.80. The pick five paid $672.10. The pick four, extracting the first race of winner, paid $27, paid a total of $47.10. That $27 winner in the first race represented a difference between the pick four and the pick five of $625. Okay. Seventh race, Carlos David got his second win of the day with Miguel Vasquez, paying $6.80. And then in the ninth race, Jonathan Hardoon's pick at Gulfstream Park. Solo Venturi got a great ride by John Velasquez, winning for William Walden. Solo Venturi paid $10.60 for the win, Jonathan's second winner of the day. And then Javi Castellano, who won the first race, bookend by winning the last race for his second win of the day for Barclay Tagg. That paid $14.40. The late pick 5 at Gulfstream paid $7,686.20. Santa Anita yesterday. Umberto Rispoli won the second race for his first win of the day at the big prohibitive favorite, paying $2.80 for Mark Glatt. And then in the fourth race, Malibu Rocks wins the fourth for Giovanni Franco and Rafael de Leon, paying $7.40. That was Jonathan Hardoon's third pick and third winner on the day. Patrick Hardoon yesterday on the show. Fifth race winner, Umberto Rispoli got his second win of the day for Jonathan Thomas, paying $7.60. And then Craig Delassie won the sixth race with a $21.20 horse for with Armando Ayuso. And he came right back in the seventh, he came right back in the eighth and final race with Hector Barrios rode Delassie's second win on the day in the eighth and final race, paying $6.60. This horse was 10-1 on the morning line, went down to 2-1 and ran like a favorite. Code Duello was the name of the horse. So Delassie had two entries yesterday. He won both races, winning the eighth and final. But the big race of the day for the race day listeners was the seventh race. In the seventh race, Jerry Jackowitz picked number 6, Raging Waters, but he also liked Atomic Drop. So much he liked Atomic Drop that he indicated to the listeners out there, if Atomic Drop becomes a good bet, a long-priced horse, make sure you bet this horse not only to win, but also on the top spot in the trifecta or the exactas with the link-ups. Well, the horse that he picked on top got beat by a nose at the end by his horse that he said bet if it was a good price. How about $40.40? That's right, Jerry's big long shot in the race, Atomic Drop, goes wire to wire, $40.40. So he was accredited for the dollar exacta that paid $68.10, and the dollar trifecta paid $226.60. And that particular horse created a 2-day carryover in the pick 6 at Santa Anita yesterday. The late pick 5, $9,928.30. That horse really blew up the tote board yesterday, Jerry's long shot pick in that race on the race day show. All right, fairgrounds. We're looking at the fairgrounds all week this week because of all the big races that we're going to go to in just a few moments. And all I can tell you about the fairgrounds is this. The pick 5s have been paying out of this world at the fairgrounds. The early pick 5 yesterday at the fairgrounds that was anchored by an $88 winner in the third race paid $14,453.35. The late pick 5 at the fairgrounds paid $2,826.15. So all I can tell you is it's going to be a heck of a day of gambling out there at the fairgrounds today. In those carryovers in the pick 5s, the late pick 5 at Turfway Park with the big carryover, the 5 out of 5 paid $10,655.74. They also have a consolation for their pick 5s at Turfway Park. So the 4 out of 5s paid $91.13. And that's just a little bit of what happened yesterday. All right, we got to get started because we got to take a look at those races, the fairgrounds and Cal Cup. So without any further ado, we're going to take our first break. When we come back, we'll set up your racing menu and then off to the races with our handicappers. Don't go away.
South Point Casino has plenty of attractions for the whole family. Catch a movie. Our 16-screen movie theater includes 2 XD Extreme screens for the ultimate in viewing, sound, and luxury. After the show, treat the family to a variety of treats at our old-fashioned ice cream parlor, Kate's Corner. We scoop up a variety of creamy concoctions, including smoothies, hand-dipped cones, milkshakes, malts, sodas, and sundaes. At Kate's, there's something for everyone. And if you've still got time to spare, our bowling center might be right up your alley. Voted Best of Las Vegas, it's a great place for friends and family fun. 64 lanes, a pro shop, snack bar, and arcade. And while the kids are bowling, you can play slots and sip on a drink in the Alley Cat Lounge while overlooking the lanes. For our more serious and professional bowlers, the South Point is also home to a separate tournament bowling plaza.
All right, back on Race Day Las Vegas. You already know about all the weather conditions out there, so it's time to get started with the racing menu for today. First post times are Pacific, not in the Pacific time zone. Adjust to it so you don't miss anything. I miss Mom and Dad, okay? These will be the first post times to roll out in a race book here at South Point today. We begin with Laurel Park. Laurel Park has 10 races, 4 stakes races, $100,000 a pop. The Geisha for the fillies and mares 4-year-olds and up will go at the 6th. The Jennings for 4-year-olds and up will go as the 7th. The What a Summer for 4-year-olds and up fillies and mares at 6 furlongs will go the 8th. And the 9th race will be the Fireplug Stakes at 6.5 furlongs for 4-year-olds and up. 10 races overall at Laurel and a first post time of 9 a.m. They have a pick 6 jackpot carryover there of $2,352. Aqueduct, the big A, is next. Aqueduct, it's going to be cold there today, Aqueduct, and 9 races today. First post time is at 9:10. They do have a feature race today at Aqueduct. It's the Ladies Stakes. A mile and 1/8 for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and up. It's the 8th race on the card. You have 8 before scratches. Big 3 to 5 favorite there is Weigh the Risks with Manny Franco aboard. The big A, Aqueduct. First post time is at 9:10. 9:10 at Aqueduct. Gulfstream Park is next. 11 races today at Gulfstream. Couple of those Sunshine Stakes races. The Sunshine Turf will be the 9th on the card. The Sunshine Sprint will be the 10th on the card. You got 11 races today at Gulfstream Park and the Rainbow Pick 6 jackpot carryover, $140,420. And, of course, first post time at Gulfstream is at 9:20. Tampa Bay Downs has 9 races today. Tampa Bay Downs first post time is set at 9:30. 9:30 at Tampa Bay. First Gulfstream was 9:20. Tampa Bay is 9:30. The Fairgrounds and all that jazz. 13 races today, 6 stakes races. And we'll get into those 6 stakes races with Jonathan Ardoon in just a moment. The big feature race of the day, however, is the Lecomte for 3-year-olds with Kentucky Derby points, 20 of them for the winner. That'll be the 13th and final race at the Fairgrounds. The first post time at the Fairgrounds set at 10 a.m., 10 o'clock at Fairgrounds. Santa Anita. It's Cal Cup Day at Santa Anita. 9 races, 5 Cal Cup Stakes races. The Sprint will be the 2nd. The Classic, the Turf Classic, will be the 5th. And then you have the Derby, which will be the 8th. The Filly Mare Turf Sprint will be the 9th on the card. And the Cal Cup Oaks, that's the one I missed. The Cal Cup Oaks will be the 7th on the card. There are 5 Cal Cup Stakes races today. Santa Anita's first post time is at 12:30. 12:30 at Santa Anita today. We'll take a look at those races as well. Delta Downs has 9 races. A couple of $75,000 stakes races there today at Delta. First post time is at 2:45. 2:45 at Delta Downs. Turfway Park has 9 races. The Leonards Stakes is their 8th and featured. That is at a mile for 3-year-olds. 9 go to the post in that one. 8 to 5 favorite is Street Beast with Luan Machado aboard. Turfway Park. They have a pick 6 jackpot carryover of $263,871. $263,871 is now the jackpot in the pick 6 at Turfway Park. They also have a super high 5, a regular super high 5 carryover. That's $3,167. First post time at Turfway, $255 for their 9-race card. And Charlestown has 8 races. Their pick 6 jackpot carryover, $26,011. First post time is at 4 p.m. We wrap it up with Los Alamitos in Southern California. 8 races, 2 thoroughbreds, 4 mixed breeds at 1,000 yards. And you got 2 quarter-horse races. First post time at Los Al this evening for their 8-race card is at 6 p.m. All right, let's go out to Jonathan Hardoon now. Hat Trick Hardoon, good morning.
Good morning, Ralph. How are you?
I'm doing fine, and I know you are.
Yeah, yesterday was okay. Let's see if we could keep it going. And congratulations to Jerry J. Not easy to give out basically a cold exacta, to tell you the truth. That
Yes.
paid a big price.
Yes, he did. The actual horse that he picked as his key horse was the one that finished second. But he clearly said if the 5 horse was a price, and I think 20-1 would be considered a price, or 19-1,
Yes.
that you have to put him, make him as much of a factor as the horse that he
A
picked.
co-key.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah, a
co-key.
co-key. You're right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's it,
Yeah.
my man. Good. All right, fairgrounds. We've got 6 stakes races. I don't want to go over all of these stakes races, so what we'll do is we'll start with the Silver Bullet Day. The Silver Bullet Day is the 10th race on the card. It's at 1 mile and 70 yards for 3-year-old fillies, Jonathan. It holds 20 Kentucky Oaks points to it. There are 6 in the race. It looks like a pretty competitive race as far as the morning line is concerned. Taken by the Wind is the 5-2 favorite with Brian Hernandez aboard. I'm sorry, it's the second choice. The favorite at 2-1 is Atropa, I should say. Atropa with Mr. Ortiz. Jose Ortiz is the favorite at 2-1. Taken by the Wind is 5-2. And then you got White Smoke sitting there at 9-2 with Flavian Pratt. And you got Love Your Neighbor at 4-1 with Axel Concepcion. It's a deep, it's a compact field of 6, but it's a deep in competition.
Yeah, it's a contentious race, Ralph. Listen, a slight edge goes to the one, Atropia. She's won around 2 turns. Jose Ortiz and Sherry DeVoe, everybody knows about the success that they've had there the last couple of years. He had a choice to ride Taken by the Wind, Ortiz, and he opted for the Sherry DeVoe horse. Pratt ends up on White Smoke, the other Sherry DeVoe horse. So it's a close race, but a slight edge to the one, Atropia.
So it might come down to a Sherry DeVoe exacta.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is the 11th race on the card. It's scheduled at 1 mile and 16th, which it should go on the turf. 4-year-olds and up. It's the Colonel E.R. Bradley Stakes. This race has a long history at the fairgrounds. 11 on the turf, and this is a wide open affair. As a matter of fact, the morning line favorite is lukewarm at 3-1, and that's Kupuna with Luis Saez aboard. And the close second choice at 7-2 is Laganos with Jose Ortiz. Brother Irad Ortiz, by the way, is riding there today at the fairgrounds. He'll sit on the 5-horse Cameo Performance, which is right next to his brother in the starting gate at 6-1. How do you see this race?
I like Laganos in there for Steve Asmussen. Jose Ortiz reunited with this horse. He's won on this horse in the past, and I think this horse is going to get a great trip in here. I like number 4, Laganos.
Laganos. Any horses that you look at as possibly maybe a long price to get in the exotic?
Well, the 3 has a little bit of a shot. I'd rather be Blessed. The 5-horse Cameo Performance, who's 6-1, has a bit of a shot. And even Point Proven, the 8-horse, I think is okay as well. But I like the 4 the best. 4 over 1, 3, and 8.
I'm glad you got to Point Proven because that horse is 12-1 on the morning line.
Yep.
That's one I think I'm going to use in the exotics there. All right, the 12th race is the Louisiana Stakes at 1 mile and 16th for 4-year-olds and up on the main track. 8 are scheduled to go. We don't have the late scratches yet, but 8 are scheduled to go in the race. And the horse on the outside, the 8-horse, is the 8-5 favorite. That's just a touch with Irad Ortiz Jr. Just for an FYI, Flavian Pratt is riding an 8-1 shot there, Accelerize. And the second choice at 9-2, Brother Jose is riding, and that's the rail horse, Moonlight.
Yeah, well, while Just a Touch certainly looks like the horse to beat. He's 2 for 2 at fairgrounds. He likes the distance, but he's 8-5. I would much rather bet the 1-horse Moonlight at 9-2. Brother Jose rides for trainer Chris Block. This horse has a win at fairgrounds, 2 wins at the distance, has the advantage of breaking from the rail, and this is a price. This horse is 9-2. I would much rather bet the 1, but listen, the 8 is the horse to beat, but I like the 1.
All right, and before we get to the main event, which is the 13th race on the card, the Lecomte Stakes, that'll hold 20 Kentucky Derby leaderboard points to it for the winner. It's at 1 mile and 16th, and it is the start of the Louisiana Derby series down there at the fairgrounds. I want to ask you, and I know you were doing sheets all week for the fairgrounds. You've been watching the races there. Is there anything as far as any type of track biases that we should put into play today?
The track has been fair, Ralph. You can't say anything. Honestly, the right horses are winning. There is no substantial track bias. It's not a speedway. The inside's not dead. You could win from anywhere on the track, and that's good. That's what players want.
And we hope that is the case today as well. The 13th and final race is the Lecomte. As I said, 11 go in this race before any scratches. A lot of horses that are trying to make their way into the Kentucky Derby psyche will be starting in this race. And it is a wide open affair, so much so that the morning line maker had a hard time actually putting a line on the favorite. But he landed on Crown the Buckeye, which he put at 4-1 as the morning line favorite there with Ricardo Santana aboard. Second choice at 9-2 is Chip Honcho with Paco Lopez from the 11 post in the mile and 1/16 race. This is going to be a really interesting race as far as the shipping jockeys that are coming in. Flavien Prat rides Mesquite at 8-1. And Ired Ortiz Jr. will scale White Tiger, who is also at 8-1.
Well, the first thing I would do is whoever the favorites are, I would try to beat, because off the figures, the favorites are no faster than a lot of other price horses in the race. You have lightly raced horses like the 5 Golden Tempo, who ran once and ran a big figure that day for Sherry DeVoe. White Tiger, Brad Cox, you're getting 8-1 on a Brad Cox horse. This horse has 2 starts. He hasn't done anything wrong. He was the horse I was leaning towards, but it's a tough, wide open race. I could tell you that Thunder Buck, the other Cox, or one of the 3 Cox horses in the race, will run in this race. He's entered in the 3rd race as well. He's scratching out of the 3rd, and he's going to run in this race. Wide open event, shop for a price. I'm a little interested in the 8 White Tiger.
Okay, and when it comes to big races and guys shipping in like Flavien Prat, you would be, it's at your own risk if you don't put him in that box.
Exactly. I mean, you're right about that, Ralph. And believe me, there are 13 races. I'm sure he's going to get his share of wins on the
I
card
think
today.
so, and I'm sure he's going to get his share of wins as far as the stakes races there as well. Now, that we didn't go over all the stakes races, and I will ask you if you have an official pick there at the fairgrounds outside of what we just covered. If not, we'll move on.
Actually, I don't. So let's go to Aqueduct and look at their 8th race, which is their stake race. It's the ladies' handicap. And I really like a horse in here, Ralph. The number 1 horse, Weigh the Risks, is 3-5 on the morning line. While she could certainly win, she's never been the distance. I don't want to play this horse at 3-5. I'd rather bet the 7, Quiet Side, a 4-year-old filly from the red-hot John Ortiz barn. Jose Lascano rides today. This is an improving horse. She's getting better with each start. She's 9-2 on the morning line. I like number 7, Quiet Side, to upset and win this year's Lady Stakes at Aqueduct.
The Ladies Stakes, which is the 8th on the card. You like the 7, Quiet Side, to make a loud win over the favorite Weigh the Risks. The 7 at 9-2 in the 8th race, the feature at Aqueduct. Where are we going next?
Let's go to Gulfstream, look at race 11, and this is part of their coast to coast or whatever. They have a pick 6 carryover, a sunset pick 6 carryover, which hasn't caught on yet, to be honest with you. Yesterday, one winner, I think, in the cross country paid $54,000.
Yeah.
That may have been 2 days ago, but they're getting money in the pick 5 pool, but the pick 6 pool hasn't caught on yet. But I do like a horse in the 11th and final, number 7, Besame, a 4-year-old colt from the Brian Lynch barn. Javier Castellano aboard to ride. This horse makes his first start for the year, and I think he's going to graduate and beat this group. I like number 7, Besame, to win today's 11th race out at Gulfstream.
In the 11th and final race, the 7, Besame, is your pick in this race. The 11th race, the 7. And yes, that is part of the coast-to-coast pick 5, as well as that late 6 of 3 one place and 3 another. So it's whatever. It's part of all the gimmicks. And
Sunset, whatever they have, that right.
All right, let's get to Santa Anita.
Let's go to race 6. And listen, they have a big carryover at Santa Anita. Everybody needs a single. It's going to come in the 6th race today. Number 3, Coach Cronin. Since Mark Glatt took over the training 3 starts back, this horse ran 2 huge races for him. He's got time since his last race. Juan Hernandez rides today. Number 3, Coach Cronin, pick six, pick five single today, 6 threes out at Santa Anita.
Yes, a 2-day pick six carryover at Santa Anita of $78,330. 2 days pick six in Southern California usually would be a lot more than that. But we understand that with all these other, propositions going, we understand that. But it is a 2-day pick six carryover, a regular pick six, not a jackpot, $78,330. And you like a singleton for everybody in the sixth race during that sequence. In the sixth race, number 3, Coach Cronin. And that's your play there. Well, you did yeoman's job yesterday, and thanks a lot for today. You did a yeoman's job again today here. Jonathan, you have 4 sheets now. You've got Gulfstream, Aqueduct, Fairgrounds, and Santa Anita, right?
JONHARDOON.com. Thank you, Ralph. Stay safe and be well. We'll talk tomorrow.
And you too, my man. Let's keep the mojo going. All right. We're going to come right back with Rich Eng. We do have a couple of NFL games going today. Playoffs. Don't go away.
Thank you, buddy.
There are many families that need your help. I'm Mark Wahlberg, and I'm asking you to support the Tunnel to Towers Foundation in their efforts to deliver mortgage-free homes to catastrophically injured service members, Gold Star, and fallen first responders families with young children, as well as eradicating homelessness amongst our veterans. Everybody knows where the money's going. Every single dollar. God bless you. Please contribute $11 a month to support their efforts by visiting t2t.org.
Ready to ramp up your excitement for playoff football? Join our hosts as they break down the matchups, key angles, and futures markets in the final episodes of Football Frenzy.
You got Josh Allen on one side, right, but they are pretty beat up.
You look at these two teams and you say, wow, they did really well against quality opponents.
Their Bears are going to pile it on. It'll be through the arm of Caleb Williams here.
Think this number's gotten too high? Definitely like the Niners.
Don't miss your chance to cash tickets and root for your favorite team. Stream Football Frenzy every Friday at noon Pacific.
All right, back on Race Day Las Vegas for this Saturday. Now, look, there's no sports by the book or football frenzy today or tomorrow. They already took care of all of that stuff for the weekend football on yesterday's shows. But I got to tell you what, Sports by the Book will be back on Monday. And with the college football championship on Monday night, you better tie yourself on and watch for that as well. And that'll be Monday right here at the YouTube streaming network. All right, let's get out to Rich Eng. Richie, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ralphie. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, listeners. And I'll tell you, one person I know is happy over Jerry J's big score yesterday, Ralph, is your mother, Mary. Your mom bet Jerry J religiously.
Yeah, she sure did.
I know she's upstairs looking down on us, but she's got a winning ticket, Ralph, for sure.
I know that. She certainly did. But here's the thing. Every year when it came to Lent, I'd have to make the bets every day for her, and I couldn't give her the tickets until after Easter Sunday.
Well, it creates a nice balloon payment if you get the Lent.
That's a nice Easter egg there, that's for sure. Okay, let's get started. We've got 2 football games today in the NFL. Where are you going?
Well, my official pick will come in the first game. It's going to be in Denver. The number 1 seed Denver Broncos play host to the Buffalo Bills. The line opened up as Buffalo -1. It's kind of swung the other way. I have Broncos -1, but I like Denver. I like the number 1 seed. Last week, the Broncos had the week off, so nobody got hurt. And, the same with Seattle, the number 1 seed in the second game. Buffalo had to play, and they had a real physical game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. In fact, I like Jacksonville, and I thought they should have won, but they were running the ball very, very well against the Bills. But then for some reason, in the second half, they just started throwing and got away from the ground game. I think Sean Payton's a little smarter than that. I think he's going to run the ball. The Bills are very susceptible in the front seven. I think Allen's going to have to play a hero ball again, Ralph. But I'm going to go with the Broncos as the number 1 seed to stay alive in the playoffs.
What about that second game?
Well, I've got to lean toward the Seattle Seahawks. This is the third time between the 49ers and the Seahawks are in the same division. They played just a few weeks ago, and Seattle thoroughly dominated the 49ers in a low-scoring game. And again, the same recipe as game 1. running the football. Seattle was able to run the football with Charbonnet and Walker and control the line of scrimmage and the time of possession. They didn't ask Sam Darnold to do a whole lot, which is a good thing in the playoffs. Purdy had a very difficult game against that Seattle defense, which is very underrated. But with George Kittle out, I think Purdy's going to have to do more dink and dunk, Ralph, because Kittle's one of his key receivers, the tight end to throw to. I would like Seattle minus the 7.
All right. Now getting back to horse racing, I know that we'll get a pick for you from Santa Anita. You've covered all the Cal Cup races. Santa Anita's full card available right now at the racedaylasvegas.com websites. Richie's picks for that. But Richie, I know that you probably took a quick look at all those big races at the fairgrounds. Do you have any thoughts on any one of those races?
Yeah, in the LeCompte, I'm trying to remember the name of the horse. Is there a horse? Is it called like Mesquite?
Yeah, Mesquite is with Flavien Prat.
Yeah, that was a horse that kind of jumped off the page at me, and I know a lot of those animals are kind of, they're kind of green, Ralph. A lot of them don't have a lot of experience, but I like the Mesquite's potential and Pratt landing on them. So let's go with that as a pick in the LeCompte.
Okay, your LeCompte pick is Mesquite with Flavien Prat aboard, and that is, of course, number 7 in the 13th race at the fairgrounds. Now we'll get your official pick at Santa Anita.
Race number 8 is the California Chrome Cal Cup Derby. Large field of 11. It's a really good betting race, Ralph. And the thing I noticed when I was handicapping last night, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of speed. So when I looked at the number 2 horse, Sammy Davis, 3-1 in the morning line, this is a horse who has brilliant speed, but all sprints. 44 half mile, 45 half mile.
Yeah.
The way the field is set up in the race shape, this horse does not have to run those fractions to have the lead under Hector Berrios. I think potential steal at the wire to wire 2. Sammy Davis for me on the front end row.
All right, 8th race, the California Chrome Cal Cup Derby for 3-year-olds at 1 mile and 16th. You like number 2, Sammy Davis, the horse, Sammy Davis. And, of course, you expect him to maybe go wire to wire in this race.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. Hector Berrios is very clever on the turf. He's very clever on the front end, Ralph.
Yes, he is, certainly. This race is on the main track, but nevertheless, he is very clever on the front end, that's for sure. All right, Richie, don't forget, you can get all the Rich's picks for Santa Anita today with that 2-day carryover in the Pick 6 as well at the racedaylasvegas.com websites. A little pig skiing and horsehide today. Thanks a lot, Richie. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, thanks, Ralph. Good luck, everybody.
All right, you got it. When we come back, we're going to go to John Lindo standing by in Southern California. We'll see who he likes in those Cal Cup races. Don't go away.
South Point is also proud to provide a variety of relaxing amenities for the guests who want to be pampered. Soak up the sun and let your stress melt away in our lagoon-style paradise swimming pool. A relaxing getaway where you can bask in the desert sun and enjoy seasonal food and bar service poolside. And if you really want to escape, come to Spa Costa del Sur. From couple suites to a co-ed wet area, our spa caters to business and leisure travelers who want to unwind and elevate their senses. A visit to one of our spa's steam, sauna, or whirlpool treatment rooms will leave any guest feeling like they can take on the world.
The Race Day Las Vegas Show, the only exclusive daily local media racing information source in Las Vegas.
All right, now let's get back to biz with John Lindo standing by in Southern California. John, good Cal Cup morning to you.
Good morning, Ralph. Yeah, we got 9 races on a Pick 6 carryover. Weather's going to be good, so it'll be a fun day of racing today at Santa Anita.
Well, Jonathan Ardoon did us a favor by going over some of the races in the big races today at Fairgrounds. So I'm going to ask you to take a look at those Cal Cup races for us and give us a little thought about those. The second race is the Cal Cup Sprint at 6 furlongs. I understand that there's going to be a big scratch in that race.
Yeah, the morning line favorite Big City Lights grabbed a quarter galloping the other day, so he will scratch. It'll leave us just a field of 4. And that's one of the reasons it's so early in the card, because it's a small field anyways, but a good field. Race goes through number 5, Mano Rose. From the outside, there's 2 horses drawn to the inside, have speed, Book Smart and Drop 'em. I think Mano Rose just sits on the outside of those 2 and gets the right trip in here. Speedy Wilson, a horse that will be running late, but I don't know if 6 furlongs is what he wants. It might be a little bit short for him, but Mano Rose the one to beat in the Cal Cup Sprint.
Well, if you dissected the race the way it's going to perform today, Mano Rose is going to be sitting in the catbird seat there, and no matter what kind of closing kick Speedy Wilson has, he's not going to be able to catch him if he runs that race.
I think that's the way it should. He'll have the lead at the 8th pole, and we'll see if he's good enough. And he's got a lot of ones by his name, so he likes to win.
Yes. Later on, the 5th race is the Cal Cup Turf Classic, a mile and 1/8 on the turf for 4-year-olds and up. A field of 8 before scratches, and Kent DeSormo sits on the 9-5 favorite, the 8 horse, Vodka Vodka.
Well, he's riding for Aggie Ordonez. That if you're not paying attention, that jockey and trainer combination has been lethal. They've just been absolutely fantastic. I think Vodka is the up-and-coming horse here. And drawn outside, he's got tactical speed. He ought to be able to work out a trip. He's got a long run to the first turn. To me, he's a possible pick 6 single today. He's 9-5 on the program. Number 2, Mr. Disrespectful, the one he has to fear most. I did not like the way after Mr. Disrespectful won on dirt the other day. He was lugging out pretty good going on the gallop out. And back quick, I'm a little worried about him. So I'm going to single Vodka in here.
All right, number 8, Vodka Vodka in that race. There are some other horses that could suck up nice for a good exacta price, like maybe the 7, Stamp My Passport, or the 6, Call Me Sir as well. Of course, Call Me Sir gets Juan Hernandez aboard in that one. All right, and then we go to the Cal Cup Oaks. That's the 7th race on the card at a mile on the turf for 3-year-old fillies. 8 are in that race, and the favorite on the morning line is Cashed with Umberto Rispoli at 2-1.
Well, she should be. She comes out of the Grade 2 Los Alamitos Starlet, where she made the winner, the Juddmonte filly. Consequent really worked to get the money there. Now she drops in with Calbreds, goes on to the grass. She's bred to handle that, not a problem. And she's got tactical speed. She is definitely the one to beat. You've got a filly coming back really quick, Cecilia Street, coming off a good race sprinting, just 8 days ago. But she can route. She's already won routing on the grass before. And she'll be the one tracking, and we'll try to run down Cash in the stretch. C. Drew, a filly that is better than she looks like on paper, and she can pass horses. There's some speed in this race. If you're playing the exactas and tries, don't be afraid to use C. Drew, number 3, in there a little bit. She can get into the number.
Okay, and as you indicated, it's going to be a good competitive race, I think. The 8th race is the California Chrome Cal Cup Derby at a mile and 16th on the main track. The Oaks is on the turf, but the Derby is on the main track. 11 in this race, but there might be a scratch or 2.
Right. Number 8, Don't Help Myself Will Scratch. John Sadler said this horse is not running, so it's going to leave us a field of 10. And the key here, Ralph, is the mile and the 16th distance. We don't see the mile and the 16th too often with the early 3-year-olds. It's usually a flat mile.
Mm-hmm.
And Rich Eng has the horse to catch in Sammy Davis. I'm wondering if that extra 16th of a mile might hurt this horse. And the true router in the race is number 4, Smoothin' Saturday. Broke his maiden first time out, going 2 turns at Del Mar, came right back at Los Alamitos, did it again. And he wants to run all day. There's going to be some pace in here. He's going to be running late. And I just think this is a very comfortable trip from him. Ocean Bear, number 6, is a horse that has been very sharp sprinting. I don't see any reason why he won't go 2 turns. And in a race that's very deep, a maiden like John Metcalf, who just chased home Smoothin' Saturday the last 2 times, he's got a chance in here. Like I mentioned, Sammy Davis. Even Cruise Home, coming off a maiden win, draws the far outside. He's got no speed at all, but he's got a pretty good late kick, and they were kind of test driving him last time. He's got a chance at a number. So this is a spread race for me in the rolling bets, but I like Smoothin' Saturday a little bit in the Cal Cup Derby.
And Cruise Home, who's breaking from post 11 with the void of early speed. He shouldn't be caught wide, so he'll probably save a lot of ground going into that first turn. And that could be an advantage for him late in the game. All right.
Yeah, you just drop him out of the race.
Yeah. The ninth race is the final race on the card. It is the Cal Cup Filly Mare Turf Sprint at 6.5 furlongs on the turf. 9 are in this one. Grand Slam Smile is the 9-5 morning line favorite with William Anton Georgi aboard.
Yeah, and this will be my radio play or show play, Ralph. Obviously, Grand Slam Smile, the one to beat. She got nailed by Sneaker coming down the hill a couple of starts ago.
Mm-hmm.
She fires every time. She's honest as the day is long, but I like the way the race shapes up for number 8, Take Another Card. This is a horse I tried on the show last time, going a mile, had some trouble, got beat, I think, a half a length. I love cutting back down the hill. This horse will be dead fit coming out of the routes. There's speed in here. Only sprint race, Take Another Card she won by daylight. Umberto Rispoli to work her way through traffic. At 8-1, she's got a big chance to make the last run in here. So she's the play for me. You've got to beat Grand Slam Smile. Issa Court, filly has gotten a lot better since joining the Bob Hess Jr. stable.
Mm-hmm.
And even the filly on the rail, prancing through
Paris.
Paris, I think is the name. Yeah. She's good down the hill too, but this is the price horse I like today. Number 8, Take Another Card.
All right, in the ninth and final race, this is your official pick on the show as well. Number 8, Take Another Card. We're going to give another chance to number 8, Take Another Card at 8-1 on the morning line. Ninth race, the 8-horse there at Santa Anita. Don't forget, John Lendo's Lendo Report covering all the races at Santa Anita today with a 2-day carryover exceeding $78,000 in the regular pick 6. And, of course, you'll have a late pick 4 suggestion and a coast-to-coast pick 5 suggestion as well, featuring the coast-to-coast bet between Santa Anita and Gulfstream Park. All on one comprehensive Lendo Report, and that is, of course, only in one place here in the gaming capital, complimentary to you, and that is here at the South Point Racebook, the Lendo Report. Free of charge here for the horse players, because they love horse players here at the South Point. And, John, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you if you had a thought about the Lecomte.
Absolutely wide open race. I watched that, and I couldn't make heads and tails of it. I think 6 horses can win. I tell you what, you want one horse from Fairgrounds for me. 7th race today, the Duncan Kenner on the grass sprinting. Number 4, Usually Wrong. I thought ran super over the course. Comes back and runs that race again. The horse will come right back and win.
All right, so we got one out of you, John. In the 7th race at the Fairgrounds, you like number 4, Unusually Wrong, that you think is right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, you got it, my man. And thanks a lot. Enjoy Cal Cup Day and the beautiful weather down there. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, and hats off to Jerry J. and John Hardoon. Nice work yesterday, guys.
They sure did. And now we're going to go right to Jerry J. standing by. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning, Ralph.
Well, you mapped out.
A lot of money in your pocket, Ralph?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. You mapped out exactly the way you should play and win that play that you had at Santa Anita yesterday. If they didn't take that horse into consideration at a $40 mutual, then there's no odds that's ever right for anybody.
Well, it's like I said on the show. I'm between 5-6 over the 1, 3, 5, 6, and picking one or the other. But when one's 20-1, the other one's 3-1. You have 2 choices, and either one is going to work. One is you bet the 20-1 shot, as it happened to work out.
Sure.
Winner plays.
Yeah.
Or you bet both of them, which means you bet double the amount of money. You bet each horse.
Right,
Now,
and not only that, but you get the exacta and the keys and the trifecta. Listen, you came on late. It was you that came on late, so we got 1 minute to do 2 picks. Let's go.
Okay. On Wednesday, if you want, I'll go over how you showed
Yes,
that.
absolutely. That'll be great. Go.
Okay. Let's go to Aqueducts. We'll go to the 7th.
Okay.
We're in that race again. We've got the 3. He's Got This over the 1, 4, 5, 6 and reverses.
Okay, here we go. 7th race, Aqueduct, 7th race. Number 3, He's Got This, the 3 over 1, 4, 5, 6 and reverse. That's at Aqueduct today, Santa Anita.
Yeah, I'm going to make a double unit bet on this horse. I really like it if I get better than 5-2.
Okay.
Number 3, C. Drew again.
No, you got to give me the race. You got to give us the race.
Race number 7.
Okay.
Number 3, C. Drew. The 3 over the 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Okay, and you say this is a double whammy for you if you can keep the price around 4-1.
Yeah, it's
right?
just It's actually just hitting on me right now why I like it. I'm starting to feel it.
Okay, well, good. I like that feeling. 7th race, number 3, over 4, 5, 6, 7 in reverse. 7th race at Santa Anita. Power pages for both Santa Anita and Aqueduct. You got to get them today, folks. I'm telling you, at jerryjspowerpage.com. Jerry's got one more thing to say, and then he can go back to bed. Go ahead and say it, Jerry.
Have a great race day, everybody.